One of the great pieces of business advice comes from Ellie Webb, who is the founder of Kalenio, which is a non-alcoholic spirit drink. So for her, when she was starting in this field, she didn't have any knowledge or know about this particular field of non-alcoholic spirit drinks. And then what did she do? Surprising and probably different to what people might think, she actually went on to approach her competitors and ask them for advice and knowledge about the industry. So he would ask about, the competitors about the supply chain, the shipping, the materials, the transport, and the warehousing, and everything else that is involved in the industry. So ordinarily, you would think that your competitors would not be the people who would actually share the knowledge and the ideas with you because you are going to be in competition with them. But contrary to that belief, Ellie found out that actually people were actually very helpful to work with her, to help her build her brand and all of that, because they understood that probably in the industry there's a lot more to share. When you share things, even with your competitors, you can find those economies of scale, because whereas you share, they share something with you, you may also be able to share something with them which would help them in their particular areas, either in processing or anything else that they may benefit from yourself, even though you're competitors in that particular field. So I thought that was quite an interesting piece of advice, that you can actually go and approach your competitors as well, because that actually gets to speed up your progress, because there are people who are already in the industry, are walking the talk, and they know what is involved. They can advise you of the markets and the areas in terms of the shipping, the ingredients, the transport, the warehousing, and everything else. So you can actually cut through that knowledge and get to understand what it takes to work in that industry and succeed in there, to speed up your progress that way. So ordinarily, like I said, people would think that that would be contrary to the general advice that you do your research on your own. But you'll be surprised at how some of those competitors will actually react positively to help someone of their own for the greater good of the industry, because there may be something that everyone can obtain and get and expand in this particular field, rather than feeling that you have to work on your own because you're competing with somebody else. But when you work together, when you help each other, it can be for the greater good, for the greater economies, and everybody benefits, because you can get that little bit of skill and advice from each one, depending on what is happening, what their skill set is, but within the same industry. So I hope that was quite a good piece of advice, that feel free to obtain that knowledge and go and ask some of your competitors and see what advice they can give you in terms of making it and getting ahead in that particular industry. So I hope you go out there, experience, learn, and grow, and don't be afraid to work with and ask your competitors about what it takes to succeed in that business, and it might be surprised with the responses. So until next time, cheerio.